Welcome back, everybody. Thanks to Nick Omelet for covering our first 3 steps in our 7-step process of developing a financial plan. I'm here to cover the last 4 with you today. Just a quick recap, though. What Nick talked about was the first 3 steps are understanding who you are, which is probably the most important step, identifying your goals is the next step, and then analyzing your current situation. I'm going to start at step 4 here, which starts with developing recommendations. So it's really important that we develop recommendations based on who you are and what you've been called to do. So those first 3 steps are imperative that we get those right, because we need to know who you are. So we aren't just trying to fit you into a cookie cutter box like you would get at a lot of places or with softwares in general. And so we want to really understand who you are, why you're here, what your goals are, so that your plan can be built around your goals instead of building a plan that you have to build your life around. And so step number 4 is developing recommendations. Are you on track? Where are you right now, and where do you want to go? What are the alternate courses that you could take to get to where you want to go? And how would they impact your success? So it's our job to develop recommendations and to look at all of the options for you. It's really important that we bring you options and you can decide what's going to be in your best interest. Step 5 is presenting recommendations. So we get together again after we've developed recommendations and we present those to you for you to make the decision. What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages of taking a certain path, and how are they going to impact your probability of success? This is where we implement using financial planning softwares. We use Money Guide Pro, and we can actually develop a probability of success based on taking path A versus taking path B, and say, hey, this has a significant difference in your ultimate probability of accomplishing all of your goals. Which path would you like to take? So that's where we start to implement our software in the plan presentation. And we can show you the impact of each of the choices, and we can show you visually, and we can show you, and we can talk through it verbally as well. We always want to communicate in multiple different ways because everybody learns different. Step number 6 is implementing the plan. This is the most important and crucial piece. After we've developed a plan that is suited for you, somebody's got to actually do the plan. We can make the best exercise plans and slice bread, but if you don't actually do it, you're not going to achieve the results you're looking for. And so the same applies to our financial plan. Who is doing what? So it's very important that we establish an implementation plan, establish responsibilities, set timelines, and make sure you know what you're responsible for, we know what we're responsible for, and we set a date to get together again and hold each other accountable. And the 7th step is monitoring your plan. Also equally as important, because we want to make sure this plan is not going to be written down with a Sharpie and never changed. It's a living, fluid document that's just meant to guide us in the right direction, and it's going to be constantly changing as our lives change. We don't know the future. The future is going to change. People die, people receive inheritance, people have kids go off to college. There are major changes that we don't expect, and so we need to be able to shift and make changes in your plan so that it's fluid and that it continues to change as you change. Your goals 10 years from now or 20 years from now might be different as well. And so constantly monitoring and making sure we're still making progress in the right direction is an important step. And so setting up meetings, whether it's every 6 months or every year, to get together and review your plan, review any changes, and make sure that we're staying up to date on your plan is very important. So as a brief review, the 7 steps to financial planning are: first, understanding who you are; second, identifying your goals; third, analyzing your current situation; fourth, developing recommendations for you and different options; fifth, presenting those options to you and making a choice what you want to implement; sixth, having an implementation plan and walking it through and having some accountability; and then seventh, monitoring your plan. So we're here to guide you through these 7 steps of financial planning. We believe the process is going to lead you to a more confident and purpose-driven life. So come join us and let's get this process started together.